This is a very tough and challenging thing to do, but at some point, you have to own up to your mistakes. I would like to issue a formal apology to each and every one of you that have been watching my videos over the years. For the last 5 years, no matter what the content, whether it was gaming or GoPro hockey, there would be comments every single time that said, "Where is franchise mode?" We are now 4 episodes into my first franchise mode series, and I think it's finally time that I issue a formal apology. I don't even know how to say this. I am actually having fun playing franchise mode. I've been lying in bed trying to fall asleep, and I am just thinking about what I'm gonna do in my next franchise mode. I'm firing the scouts, I'm getting new coaches, I'm picking up a big free agent, rolling in my mind every single night. Now that my sincere apology is over, I do have a very big announcement. We just launched our brand new official Columbus Heat and Heatwave Arena merch. Our first merch drop, called Break the Ice, is now live, breaking the barriers between ice and roller hockey and focusing on growing the game that we love together. We have brand new t-shirts, crew necks, and hoodies, all printed locally here in Columbus, and full restocks on classic Columbus Heat jerseys, hats, and more. So go check out our new shop. You may see some of the products under this video, or you can click the link in the description below at shop.heatwavearena.com. Supplies are extremely limited, and some sizes are already close to running out, so order quick. Click the link in the description below. Now let's get back to winning a Stanley Cup. But before we start making plays, it is time to get into our comments of the day. As always, if you want to be featured as the comment of the day, leave a comment down below and I'll be picking random ones. Our first comment comes from Ice Attack, who said, "Hey Nasher, for people that have medium elite potential like Friesen, since the team is so bad, just play them on the top line so they grow more." Ice Attack, that is a great call. I realized that last episode that I should be moving them up. I just figured you should probably like move them up slowly, but if it makes more sense to just toss them on line 1, I will do that. Next up, we have Max Vergaro, and this very well may be the most AI comment that I have ever seen in my entire life. Nasher, you're hands down the best hockey YouTuber out there. The way you mix insane deeks, top tier NHL gameplay, and real life hockey challenges is unreal. Your energy and passion for the games make every video a blast to watch. I just want to apologize, Max. If you actually went down and typed this comment out, respect to you. But if this is AI, you're not getting the comment of the day again as AI. I promise you that. Shout out to the guys calling him out. Green Bean said, "Bro really wanted his comment hearted." Clash said, "Bro wants the comment of the day." And you know what? Just this one time, Max, you're getting it. Dyson Bacon said, "Hey, one big thing in franchise mode is having proper scouts. If you go to a signed scout, you can fire all the current ones. You don't need NHL or AHL scouts on your team. It's only useful if you have Fog of War on." Okay, so we're going to make some huge moves to our scouting staff before the next draft. I know the binoculars, I'm not paying attention to the binoculars. We need to get people dialed in and figure out who we need to pick, especially in those later rounds. For real, thank you guys for all the wholesome and helpful comments. Again, I have no clue what I'm doing, and your guys' comments mean a lot, so keep them rolling down below. The first thing I've been thinking about a lot is our lines don't make sense. When you look at an NHL roster, you've got your 90 overalls on line 1, and then it trickles down. You got your 79s and 80s on line 4. Look at my roster right now. Everyone is an 82, 83, 84 overall. We don't have any standout players except 86 overall Tarasenko, and our head coach keeps messing with our lines. So Friesen, our number 1 star potential player, isn't even getting a lot of minutes. This setting here is our head coach, which has automatically been shifting our lines around. So we're going to put this on no, which means whatever lines we set are the lines that will play out on the ice. Looking at our stats here, not a lot has changed from last year. Tarasenko is still leading the charge with 14 goals and 26 points. But if we come down and look at our time on ice, Friesen, again, should be getting first, second line minutes. Right now is sitting there with 12 minutes and 55 seconds average TOI. We're going to be looking to trade both of these guys. I also want to put Siplikov up a little bit here. 27 years old, already an 84 overall. He could definitely be getting some huge bumps. So I'm going to toss him at line number 1, and we'll look to trade Perron. So Perron, Tarasenko, Arvidsson could be gone. This is looking better for now. Now let's go over to our defense and see what's going on. Obviously, things have been not great on the defensive front, although everyone is above an 80 overall now. So a lot of guys actually did bump up. Is there any combination here that's going to give us some better chemistry? On the right side, you can see some chemistry. And yes, okay, if we move White Cloud up 1, that gives us a little extra boost there as well. Okay, and for goalies, for whatever reason, our head coach had Korpisalo playing, which is obviously not ideal. I want them to be okay. The ice time allocation is them rolling, so they're going to be swapping back and forth, which I think is fine for the time being. So trade block has been updated with these 3 players. Now let's go over and see if we can manually find a trade, although we may want to wait closer till the trade deadline. Now, the thing that I did forget is Tarasenko and Perron both do have the no trade clauses, which is going to make this even more difficult. You have got to think that one of these teams will be looking for a rental 86 overall come the playoffs. So I think we'll actually be able to find something. Find trade. Okay, Tarasenko, absolutely no trade out. Good start. Perron, I don't know what his no trade okay. Gudis, wait. We have 10 total trades to look through. Gudis is not a bad first one. We have Savard, so we can actually update our defense a little bit. There's a couple picks there for Perron, couple picks, 3 and a 5. Brent Burns, who we had and traded away. 4th and 5th. 3rd and 5th, 4th and 5th, 3rd and 5th. Gudis is only an 83 overall. He's already 35 years old. Realistically, he could help the team this year, but he only has 1 year on his contract. Not worth it. So we're actually going to wait until the trade deadline for these. So looking at our current staff, for our coaching staff, we have Klein, a B overall, and honestly, this is looking very bad. Our only B is our head coach. We have Big Bruce. There it is. One of our scouts, a B. And okay, we have no A scouts either. Let's come down to higher staff. Ricky! No way. I mean, it's gonna cost $6.798 million. But this would be insane. I mean, this is out of... I was not planning on doing this. Oh, our budget remaining is 400K. Wow. You know, we could fire our head coach, which saves us 1.18 million. Okay, well, we're going to save this for another time. We have done what we can pre-sim to get ourselves ready. Now it is time to go ahead and get to the trade deadline. Okay, our chemistry went up, like I said, so the line changes were good. That might actually help our record out a little bit as well. We can afford a couple wins. At this point, I certainly wouldn't mind it. We did get 3, big losses in a row there, but 4, okay. And now we're turning it around. Yeah, we had Arthur sitting scratched, and this is definitely a guy that we want into our lineup here. Central Scouts have released their draft rankings for these upcoming. We have the Gavin McKenna draft. Okay, this is huge. Things are getting interesting here, boys. Things are getting interesting. I need that first overall so bad. Sim is going along. Honestly, we look much better than we did in last episode. The Ottawa Senators have fired head coach Travis Green. Okay, that's big news. Yeah, our record's actually getting respectable. I mean, we are starting to be close. Okay, I was about to say we are close in the games at least now, and we just lost 7-1 and 5-0 back to back. Jack Johnson, what a trade that is. We will keep this moving. We are almost to the trade deadline, and this is where we are going to make some crazy plays. Everyone wants Des Norris. I'm not getting rid of Des Norris under any circumstance. I tell you what, we're definitely going to be a seller, so we will do that. Would I like to enter the trade deadline? Yes. I'm not waiting until the last second to get a trade done this time. All right, we are locking in and getting what we want done right now. Tom Wilson is a 90 overall. We have John Carlson. Of course, we are looking for the younger players that can kind of grow with this team. Rasmus Anderson might not be a bad play for us. Keep on looking here. Troy Terry would be an interesting one. 86 overall at 28 years old. And then Brady Shea. Those are the top players currently on the block. Can we get rid of Perron, please? At this point, I will take absolutely anything. We have a 4th and a 5th, 3rd and a 5th, 3rd and a 5th, 3rd and a 5th, 3rd and a 5th, 4th and a 5th. Okay, that is all we're getting for Perron, which is fine. Okay, you know what? We're going to take the 2027 3rd and 5th at this point. I'm not even going to try to do anything with that. I want Perron off my team, and we got it done. Next up is Arvidsson, who, again, no trade value whatsoever. He's just not really serving any sort of purpose for us. We have a 3rd and 5th for 2026 there from the Rangers, and we are going to take that one as that is our best option. So 3rd and 5th for Arvidsson. Goodbye. That is another big player gone. Oh my goodness. Patty Laine. Yo, could you imagine? Oh man. one of the worst contracts in the NHL. Probably not who we're going to be going with. An 85 overall at 8.7 million. We got Boone Jenner there too. So, you know, not the most eventful trade deadline for us. I feel like just with the young prospects that we have, I kind of want to see if they pan out before I start chucking them away. We got rid of a lot of our older players that we wanted to get rid of. We now have less right wings than we had to start, which is good news. We are going to sim through the end of the season, see what our final position is, and hopefully get the #1 overall. Well, we are certainly picking up a lot of losses, and they are not just, you know, little losses. We are losing by 4, 5 goals. Basically, okay, 2 back-to-back shootouts, OTs. We're sticking in, and 9-1. Okay, we do need to start locking in scouts on these first couple players. Like, there is no reason this should be fully unknown. I mean, Holzer, you're a D-, buddy. It is time to say goodbye. Holzer, get off my staff right this instant. Dude, honestly, dude, I'm gonna start laying down the hammer. We got to start firing some of these guys. All right, there's too many scouts that are underperforming. We have nothing prepared. I'm gonna get rid of these last couple C-, and then we're gonna pick up a couple scouts to help us out come draft time. And I don't think it's a bad thing to have 3 USA scouts, all C's right now, but again, that can go up. So those will be 3 big signings. Hopefully all 3 of those go through. Okay, Dominic Doherty has joined the squad, so there's 1 scout done. I'm gonna wait for this week to finish up. Then Savard has joined the squad as well, and Greening. Okay, so we got 3 C overall scouts, which again, probably not ideal, but at least better than the C- that we had, and we will put them on specific players that we could be interested in. The NHL season has officially ended. Let's see what the damage was. Oh man, this is gonna be ugly, boys. Please, I beg, have me at dead last. There is no way that there is a team worse than me right now. Bang. Top team, Carolina Hurricanes, 116 points, followed by the Dallas Stars, Florida Panthers. And what happened to the Chicago Blackhawks? How did they turn it around so fast? Let's keep scrolling here. All right, I better not see my name until the very end. The Blue Jackets are down here at 21. That is understandable. We will keep on moving. It's looking good, boys. It is looking good. And there we go. The Columbus Heat, 33rd ranked team with a final record of 23, 50, and 9. And look how close we were to the Islanders, though. Holy, 1 point away from not having the best odds at that first overall pick, but we locked it in. We threw as many games as possible, and we are in a great position to get Gavin McKenna. Please tell me that we have some progress with some of our younger players. Friesen is still only an 82. I would have expected him to get more of a bump, so he's definitely getting the ice time that he needs, just not, you know, we had 45 points. Honestly, not bad there, Friesen. It's his 2nd season. Appleton started to step it up a little bit, which is, you know, not a bad thing. Siplikov surprised everyone there, 56 points. And we had him playing line 1 minutes there as well. Tarasenko, of course, we're trying to get rid of. But overall, you know, could have been worse. I think this ended up okay for us. Taking a look at our playoff tree, I do have to mention this. Last episode, the Toronto Maple Leafs broke their drought. My game glitched out and it wouldn't allow me to save anything. I had to re-sim what happened at the end of last season, and ultimately the Toronto Maple Leafs did not win the cup on the resim. So I apologize to all the Leafs fans out there. I know we thought the drought was over, but the Dallas Stars were actually your Stanley Cup champions last year here in our franchise mode. You know what? I'm gonna place my guess right now. I think that the Minnesota Wild are going to sneaky upset the Dallas Stars and then win the cup this year. That's just my guess. Okay, new Central Scout rankings. Let's see if our scouting thing actually worked. Why did he not get scouted? I don't understand what's happening here. I've got a scout that's on him. It's fully unknown. I don't really care because we have guaranteed elites out of these guys. So realistically, I'm not going to take a risk on the Russian, but I'm just curious why it is not filling in, because we definitely set our guy to specifically target him. Connor McDavid has got his Stanley Cup. We do also need to take a look at our AHL team when we get the chance as well. Salary cap is going up, so that'll help us out a lot, especially with the free agency signings that we want to make. We should have our draft pick. I have dropped 2 positions. I should have had the first overall pick and Gavin McKenna, and instead the Los Angeles Kings have jumped from 6 to 2. The Islanders jumped from 2 to 1, and we are stuck at 3rd. Come on, man. It is every single time. Columbus, no matter if it's the Blue Jackets or the Columbus Heat, cannot win a draft lottery. Okay, well, there is a redeeming factor. Maybe Los Angeles with 2 takes the Russian, and then we get our guy that we scouted properly at number 3. That is the redeeming factor here. No matter what, we're getting a top-end elite from both of these guys. They both are left wings as well. We could go for Radulov and get a center, and again, guaranteed elite there as well. It's okay. I just wanted our first franchise player there with Gavin McKenna. Maybe they both pass up on him. Who knows? You know, it is actually really sad to start looking at the retired players and see some of these guys like Jack Johnson, you know, done. Corey Perry, Blake Wheeler, there's Suter there. Some big names in the NHL start to retire, but so is life, I suppose. Blake Wheeler has become a coach for the Winnipeg Jets. That is actually sick. I didn't even know that was a feature that was in the game. And Gagne is joining the Islanders with Jack Johnson joining the Buffalo Sabres. There you go. All right, it is time to begin our NHL entry draft. I realized it last episode. I think we did another draft, and it was another draft of me not looking at the binoculars. All right, so we're going to be smart. Our drafts, okay, it starts to fall off there in the second round for sure. But good news is we at least have a guaranteed top pick here with 3rd overall. Wait, what? I don't know what just happened. I think we just missed the entire first round. I apologize. I have no clue what just happened. I thought I hit sim to my pick, and instead I think the entire round simmed. So Gavin McKenna did go 1st overall. Semyonov did go 2nd, which is good for us. And Holly, the guy we talked to, guaranteed elite. It actually all worked out. I got the guy that I wanted to get. Holly was a lock there at pick number 3. So we're happy with it. All right. That was unfortunate that we missed the entirety of the first round, but that's okay. That pick was a lock regardless. We're just going to go ahead and sim, and then we'll get back-to-back picks here. Let's see who is available. 61st overall. Okay, we have a fully unknown, which is not ideal. Oh, gosh, this is ugly, boys. We need to remember this for next time. So Purrington, okay, 2 binoculars elite is not, you know, not the worst thing in the world. Oh, it's a goalie though. Oh man, we gotta take this elite guaranteed goalie. I mean, we'll deal with the repercussions of it later, but I think that is our guy. And then we have another pick here, so let's see. All right, Purrington and Lindback are both centers. I do think I want to draft a center here. Lindback is the scout recommendation, but Lindback has literally 1 goal, whereas Purrington, okay, did not realize there was a clock. You know, it makes sense that there's a clock. Did not realize there was an actual clock. So we got forced into the auto pick of 63 overall Glebov there. Oh, come on, man. Bang! Purrington's still available. I mean, that's probably not a good sign that we went like 10 more picks and our guy's still available. But you know what? Purrington, welcome to the squad. And with that, I think that will about finish up everything that matters for us. Lindback's still available. Oh my goodness. Boys, that's huge. We got all right, we get Lindback as well, which was our staff recommendation. Few big picks there. I mean, that's a 3rd round pick, elite with 2 binoculars that our staff recommended. I will take that. We will sim through the rest of the draft, and there our draft is complete. So a bit of a weird one. I did at least start to understand what was happening at this point in time. Last draft, another one that I kind of was just going through the motions. This time I feel like we made some educated picks. We got forced into a couple picks for good or for bad, but we ultimately got who we wanted in the end anyways with everything. So this is our draft class here for the new season. Okay, the following coaches have expiring contracts. Interesting. Okay, D- goalie coach David, you are absolutely gone. Like, we will see you, buddy. Why are all our goalie coaches so bad? Honestly, I think we may give Klein. Are we able to give him? Dude, he wants 700K. Are you out of your mind, Klein? Rodrigo, C-, defensive assistant coach. We're gonna get rid of him as well. All right, so here are the contracts we need to deal with. Arthur, I definitely want to give a nice contract. Let's see what he's asking for. He's currently an 82 overall. He's asking for 2.875 times 3 million, which is fair. Like, maybe we do 5 years at 3 million, something like that, and we'll see if he's interested in it. Get back to you tonight. Okay. Drury, we're going to do like a little prove it deal. 1 year. That's fine. He's just been playing third, fourth line. He accepted his right away. We have Spencer Knight at 87 overall, who is going to be asking for some big money. I expected him to be asking for way more than that. So I'm totally good with that. Same thing though. I think we want him for longer. We'll give him 6.75 times 3 million and see if that is something that interests him. And it does. Okay. We get Spencer Knight for the next 3 years and then we can deal with that afterwards. So that is a huge signing. Now we do have some UFAs we need to deal with. The first one being Tarasenko. I do not think we even mess with re-signing Tarasenko. Let's see what he would at least want. 3.4 times 2. That's not bad actually. He is starting to degress. He's down to an 85 overall. I think he started with us at an 87, but I feel like paying 3 million for an 85 doesn't hurt, and we at least have a veteran in the room. So you know what, I will actually offer him exactly what he wants there. I should have double checked. I don't know if we gave him a no trade clause of any sort, and we also did not put a no trade clause of any sort on that. So that is huge because we can flip him for even more when needed. I think that's a good signing for us. So he just wanted the 2.875 times 3, which I'm fine with. What if we just offer him what he wants? Fair enough. We try to stretch it a little bit. I'm fine with that though. We'll give him kind of a prove it 3-year deal, and obviously he will probably be worth a lot more after the 3 years, but for the time being, I think that's good. Would prefer to get him. I think he still has potential to get a little bit higher, so we'll offer him what he wants at 3 million there, and that I think will be it for us. We don't need Olivier realistically. Smith we can get rid of. I'm gonna be okay with letting the rest of those guys go, and then we will move forward to the free agency frenzy. Definitely forgot about our head coach situation. So you know what, for good or for bad, we are getting a new coach here. Oh baby, we have some options. Cooper, oh my, Maurice and Tocchet all available right now. So we can't afford any of the top dogs. However, we could Big Dean. I do not mind grabbing. I feel like that's a no-brainer for us right now. Wall wants 4 years. Dean wants 3 years. I'd rather have a generalist than a guy that focuses on just goalies. So we will offer him the 3 years at 1.86. Get back to me in a few days. Fair enough. So let's actually go for a forward specialist here with May. He's only 1 milli, which isn't too bad either. And May, yeah, you better accept that offer as well, buddy. Looking at our free agents, we have the chance to make a splash. Eklund. There's Anderson, who we wanted. Okay. So you know what? We're actually going to save this for next episode. I am making the biggest splash in free agency history. I'm telling you right now, we are going to use the cap space that we have, sign some huge players, and make some moves going into next season. Again, I don't know how long this episode has been, but I've been recording for another 2 hours. I just get so locked in here. I'm trying to find every little piece of info, every little detail that we could to make our team better. And this episode, I at least personally think was our best one yet. The only way this episode could have gone better is if we got the first overall pick there in Gavin McKenna, but you know what, we made the most of what we had. At some point the ping pong balls will fall in our favor. That point is not today. We're going to start trying to at least somewhat compete next season. We're going to sign some big free agents, make some moves, and be on the turn to winning our first Stanley Cup. I hope you guys did enjoy episode 4 of franchise mode. If you did, hit the video with a like, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1 milli. I'm going to go to bed and just start sitting there lying awake at night thinking of my next moves for the next episode. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys next time, and peace.